So if you processed the title of this video, you'll know there's been some news on the gerbil front. But if you haven't, here's a run-up by way of a chat in the podcast I co-host. I've never read Discworld.
I like that experience has just left you speechless. I spent the whole working day watching opera, and it broke my brain. Well, I mean, I would expect. I know if I tried to watch a whole day's worth of opera, I would definitely come out of it none the wiser.
I am going around the house singing this aloud.
Of course, gotta get into it.
And I'm in with the Gerbils now. I mentioned in the last podcast we lost one of our Gerbils, my dear friend Troy.
Yeah.
And with Gerbils, you have to get a new Gerbil in quite frequently. We got this adorable little baby, Slippery, about 3 or 4 months old, gorgeous. So I'm going in there and I'm singing, and I hear this squeaking, and I think this is Slippery singing to me, and I'm, "Hello, Slippery, how are you? Do you like my operatic moves?" And I keep
Just off the dome, amazing.
and Slippery squeaking back, and so I'm having this whole conversation with the Gerbils. "Hello, Abed, how are you? Do you like my operatic moves? I'm going now to get you some seed. The lift is to you, my friend." And this is, so I'm doing this quite a lot. So I'm going back and forward, doing a bit of housework, but singing to the Gerbils.
As you do.
And assuming that there's more squeaking than usual, they're singing back. And it's about 2:30 in the morning when they're still squeaking. Only because Abed's too old to squeak.
Okay.
He's Slippery, but there's an awful lot of squeaking going on. And I find out that there's pups in the tank.
Oh my goodness.
4 little new babies. And this is an extra surprise because I thought Slippery was a boy. So that was it as it transpired. Completely unthinkable. I'd only seen this moment in dreams and nightmares. Of course, I immediately turned out the lights again. I left the room. I didn't want to disturb the Gerbils. Problem was that I'd left the tank open, and I came down the next morning to find all the pups gone. The mother had taken the pups out of the very heavy tank that rested on a very crappy futon, and they'd all nested in the folds. I could still hear the cheeping and tweeting. So the days went by, and I kept hoping I'd see one of the pups come out. I tried getting a camera down there, no luck. And eventually, a week later, I'm getting quite concerned. I asked my brother Gavin to help me remove the very heavy tank, which, if it was dropped, could have certainly killed a pup, to pull out the futon, which is disassembled difficultly at the best of times, and open it up. And we found 7 little pups and scooped them up as best we could to put back in the tank with the parents. So that was August 7, and it was the same night when I took this video. And then for 2 more weeks, they were rarely seen, and maybe got an appearance every few days if I was lucky. So we just waited it out. I know there's a few of them down here somewhere. Isn't that right, Abed? And you can certainly hear some squeaking. In those 2 weeks, it was mostly the parents I saw. I just waited with Abed, who was still hanging outside the cage from time to time. Abed, how are you enjoying being a father? So very paparazzi. I was really enjoying my next Terry Pratchett novel and decided to read a binge of it near the tank, bring Abed up to me for a while. He was reading it too, but we couldn't quite get that on camera. Hey, Slip. The baby's come out to see me. Yes. And then they appeared. Monday 19th, they appeared at 9 o'clock in the evening. On the 20th day, the Tuesday, I finally had a chance about midday to get the first baby on film, really. And 3 minutes later, more and more of them started to emerge. And you can see them all moving around the tank. It's quite a thing.
Oh. 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 Hi. Hello. I'm Andy. Hi. Hello. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can hear me, but you're probably just learning to see. You're very brave. So they are all coming out. I've never seen this. They're all coming out in the same day, or at least 4 of them, I think is fair to say. Here's the proud mother. Hello, Slip. And here's one of her entourage. Oh, disappeared into a hole. And coming back out again, yes. Oh! It's okay, little pup. It's all right. It's okay.
As beautiful as all that was, I hadn't been quite prepared for what would happen the following day. I know there'd been brief sightings, this time at 10 to 8 in the evening.
Oh, is that upsetting you? You okay, Slip?
And Slippery would be emerging to check out what was going on.
Hello. Okay. Little bear. Little bear, look at you. Oh, you're so victorious. Ah. Hello. Here comes a photo bomber.
And then just a little after 9 o'clock, I've been putting my hands in so they can get used to the smell, but there's just this infestation of beautiful insects. All 7 of them are out, often with the parents, just crawling about beside my hands, sometimes into my hands and through. I mean, just how gorgeous are these babies? It all happened suddenly. They move so fast.
They have a weekend. Yes. Oh, right. The last 15 minutes I've just been going every which way. So I'm not entirely sure where the camera's pointing, but I'm sure you're going to pick up some of the gerbil traffic. Oh, there's another one. Hello. I really want to get them used to my fingers instead of the bloody camera, so
There's a couple of videos that I took on day 25 in the afternoon of them just all snuggled together, mother and father and all pups. Just gorgeous. So the plan now is to keep them together for another 2 months and then start rehoming them in twos. And I would love to find a way to keep all 9 gerbils together, but I gotta be honest, it's not gonna happen. But in the meantime, I'll just bask in the warm glow of their gorgeousness. Thanks for checking in with this.